What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the Moving Forward podcast. You already know what time it is. Big shout out to everybody that's pulling up on the show, hitting me up. I'm getting a lot of requests, a lot of DMs, a lot of text messages. Keep supporting, keep hitting that subscribe button, keep sharing, keep viewing, keep showing that love, man. Today, we on the couch with somebody that didn't bring me no food. The leftovers is still happening.
I was up to like 8 in the morning.
Catore, the motherfucking chef. What's good?
What's going on? What's going on?
How you
I'm
doing?
in the building. That's a good day. I'm well rested.
It's a great day.
Can't complain.
Shout out to Buster for the growl. Damn. How was that like, yo? How was that like being in the same environment as a legend?
My preference is working with legends or being around legends if I'm not working with them. It's a lot of knowledge, a lot of humility that you learn to absorb. Jewels that
Right.
you wouldn't normally get.
Different type of jewels.
Yeah, super chill environment. They're not on it like that. They just want good energy and good people around them, and you learn a lot of lessons. I'm still only 5 years in this game,
Right.
so to be in rooms so early on, it's humbling and it's incredible.
I'm happy that you said you only got 5 years in the game. Let's go. Let's take a couple steps back, and let's talk about where you was at before you begun this journey that you on now.
Let's see.
Let the world know. I know I said Couture. Let the world know where you're from, and then you could go on from there.
Well, my name is Andisha
Okay.
Couture Grant, DBA Chef Couture.
We know you as Andisha, but I love the Couture name. The
That's my
Couture,
middle name.
I love it.
That's my middle name. So I rocked with it because it sounds kind of fancy schmancy and whatnot. But I'm born in Queens, raised between Brooklyn, Trenton, New Jersey, Fayetteville, Raleigh, North Carolina. Heavy foster care background. Fast forward. I did social work from 06 to 2018. My story kind of everybody knows it. Those who don't. I had a brain tumor. I had ovarian cancer. I was partially paralyzed for anywhere between, I want to calculate it as 7 months. Couldn't move my whole right side. The nerves in my brain shut down. I had started off with a pseudo tumor that led to a benign tumor. And I couldn't move my whole right side of my body. So once the doctors figured out what was wrong, I lost my job at my company in social services, and I cried, and I'm like, God, why are you doing this to me? I was very mad. And then I just looked up at the wall one day and I was like, what I've been through so much already, so much adversity, so much trial, so much tribulations, so much abuse, so much neglect, so much abandonment. If I can get through all of that, if I can get through this, I know he has a greater purpose for me. Call my lawyer. I was like, what are we going to do? I just lost my job. We handled that. And she was like, go to culinary school. I was like, what? She said, you're always cooking. Now, where I come from, foster care background, no stable family, we didn't know about entrepreneurship. We knew go to school, go to college, get a degree, get a job. And at 21, I got to be out of my foster home because them checks stopped. So I had you was there with me, all them years. So you knew like I was in whatever foster home and out the door.
Right.
Next thing you know, you ain't see me.
Right.
So after all of that happened, I got better. I had 3 surgeries. Surgeries were successful. Then I had the gastric sleeve surgery because I probably blew up like 300 and something pounds. So I went and got a weight loss surgery. Once I healed from that.
So, not to cut you off.
Go ahead.
The operation, I'm
Which
pretty
one?
sure you were taking, huh?
I had 3.
For your brain,
head.
your head.
Mm-hmm.
So you was taking steroids that blew you up?
The steroids blew me up. I was on about 14 different medications because in the beginning, I had a doctor from Switzerland and he was trying to give me Botox in my head. And we didn't really know what the condition was or why my body kept deteriorating and why like my whole nerves in my system had shut down. So I had went to like an Indian doctor and he's the one who put me through other tests and found out what was really going on.
Okay.
So I was on different medications from different doctors until they figured out what my diagnosis was.
Okay.
So fast forward, I got better. went to culinary school, went to Operation Hope, which is a nonprofit organization that for first time entrepreneurs and entrepreneur businesses.
Mhm.
I did that program with John Bryant Hope, I think his name is, if I
Mhm.
want to say it correctly. Um, and I graduated from that 14-week course
Mhm.
in Brooklyn. And then I went to the French Culinary Institute. Now, don't get it twisted. Yes, I graduated from culinary school. Culinary school did not teach me the stuff I knew now.
Okay.
You understand? So with people like, oh, you go to culinary school, that makes you better. No, it don't.
So let's talk about it. What did culinary school teach you?
Knife skills. It taught me how to prep. It taught me time management. It taught me French techniques. But I mean, at the end of the day, I'm going to be cooking for everybody.
Cooking raw meat.
You understand? Cooking raw meat, time, temperature, searing, how to make things from nothing to something. So how to make cheese from scratch and how to make breads from scratch
Okay.
and things like that. It taught me the basics of where things are grounded from and how to make it from its original substances.
Okay.
Yes. But when it came to like really cooking in homes, the business etiquette part of it, the management part of it, the client to person part of it,
Mhm.
that was all life experience. like you talking about some, I done had some hits where I wish I could just go back in time and do it over because I didn't know no better.
Okay.
But yeah, life taught me that. People trusting me in their homes taught me that. Being favored in certain situations to get certain clients taught me that.
Caseworker.
Mm.
When you got fired from that job, right?
Mhm.
You got fired because you kept calling out because you were sick?
Nah. So
Because I need to get to the
so so
nitty
so
gritty of
no no.
this.
So basically, I had went out on temporary disability. And the company actually ended up losing its contract
Oh, okay.
with the city. And when they lost their contract with the city, they had to let me go. I was working with HRA at the time. And they had to let me go because I kept getting sick
Right.
to where I finally called out. And I don't think they believed that I was really, really sick
Mhm.
until I had to send in my doctor's paperwork. And it was like, it's like 45, 50 pages of paperwork. So they had to say, look, we gotta let you go. We gotta let you go because the company's shutting down,
Mhm.
and we gotta let you go because you're not coming back.
You picking up that profession, did that have a lot to do with you growing up in foster care?
Yeah, I actually ended up working for the agency originally that I was in foster care with.
Mhm.
So I actually ended up working for SCO Family Services. I was actually in foster care with them my whole life. I started off as a youth specialist,
Okay.
working with the youth. Then I went to case management, and then they made a title for me that nobody else has, which is a pre-referral specialist, where I was training other social workers and supervisors and stuff on how to do paperwork with health homes and things like that,
Mhm.
getting kids in and out of homes effectively.
Now you said something that gave me the chills when I seen your interview on 105. You were saying how when it was your birthday,
Mm, that
they
part.
gave you a cake by yourself
Yeah.
and the rest of the family
Yeah, that hurt.
went in the room.
Yeah, so basically, rest in peace. My foster mother passed away from COVID.
The one that did that to you?
Mhm.
So you still
She passed away.
got love for her
I mean,
after
you can't tell people how to love. You can't tell people how to handle a foster child. I mean, everybody. I've been in like over 15 foster homes. Every foster mother was different.
so through all the mistreatment you got, you still love your foster parents?
I ain't- it. She, she woke me up every morning to go to school. She made sure I went to school. She made sure I graduated college. She made sure I had a job. Like you should. So she gave me groundwork. Whatever her way for parenting was, it was
Mhm.
her way. But whatever she did during the time that I lived with her, that's when we was around the corner from each other.
Mhm.
It worked for whatever it worked for. She loved me the way she loved me, and she parented the way she parented. Some parents just rule with a tougher fist. I'm not gonna say she didn't love me. I'm just gonna say she had a system
So
that
when
worked for us.
she had the children, right?
Huh?
She had the children in
Yep.
the house.
Mhm.
So when the other children birthdays came, they did it together, right? Or you don't
I
remember?
think they all. Yeah, I think she kind of dealt with it the same way with them. Um, Maybe. I know a lot of stuff was done. She had a room that was next to my room, and everybody, like even Thanksgiving. I remember one time everybody went into that room and they closed the door, and we were just out there.
Who's we?
Like, well, me and my other two foster sisters. Like, I don't even think they was really in the crib that day, but I was in the house because I sat there and I knocked on the door and I'm like, "Hello, it's Thanksgiving."
How
And they
much
had
do
their own little family thing.
how much do a person get paid to adopt?
Adopt? I think the checks stop when you adopt.
So
So now, when you do or you're a foster parent, back in the day, it probably was anywhere between maybe a couple, like 1,000 or 2,000 per child or something
so
like
it's
that.
it's probably a little more now.
Probably less the way they budget.
Less.
Probably less, but I don't know. But it's probably around that much, and then we get a allowance. So yeah, no, but yeah, that cake situation that hit hard because imagine being in the kitchen and you see a cake there, nobody's there to blow out candles with you, and you got to blow. I have a picture of that. I'll send it to you. Like literally, I have a picture of me in the kitchen with my cake, and I was by myself.
Damn.
I took a picture of myself with the cake.
That's not cool, man. So you went through all of that as a child, get older, start working in the field that you're comfortable in, lose the job. Then you overcame cancer, right?
And I had ovarian cancer on top of that.
So what? You can't have kids?
I can. I actually got cleared by my doctor 2 years ago.
You working on that right now?
Nah, bro.
Why?
Nah.
You don't want nobody shooting that club
Ain't
up?
nobody trying to date me and my schedule.
See, you keep saying that.
I live an interesting life.
You must like this life.
I like this life.
You love it.
I like peace. I like being in rooms. I like networking. I don't like stress. I don't like insecure men.
Somebody gonna shoot your club up.
All right, let them shoot. Let them shoot the club up that I'm at, and stay over there. Don't shoot this one up. Don't shoot this one. Don't shoot this one up unless you got all your ducks in a row.
No doubt. So you gotta have your shit in order.
You gotta have your mind in order first.
You sound like Azana. Azana came on the couch, was like, listen, I ain't dealing with no man. I gotta build up. I'm not the starter wife.
Nah, I don't agree with that. I don't mind building with a man. I mind a man coming into my life with preconceived issues that he ain't deal with, and then blaming me for the stuff that he wasn't able to rectify prior to.
Or like childhood traumas.
Nah, like your ex-girlfriend traumas. Like you couldn't check her. Don't come in here and try to do what you couldn't do to her to me. Like keep that over there.
Some niggas is, some of us men be suffering from abandonment issues.
Counseling.
We be looking for, not me.
Okay.
So, because motherfuckers hear this shit and then be under the comments crazy.
That's how kind of personal.
Because not me. Because remember, I did the mental health episode too. So a lot of men have those issues, and then they bring all those issues into their relationships. They don't want. They don't want woman. They want like a mother figure instead of a girl.
But I think all women that are your woman should have motherly nurturing qualities. Because your end goal, if you can have children, should be to be a mother. I don't think no man should be with a woman, my opinion, that isn't motherly. You should look for positive motherly traits in your woman.
That's right. So I don't want to turn this into that.
Go ahead.
I don't want to turn this into that.
Switch up.
So let's get back into what you do, right?
Okay.
So when did you get your first big break into this cooking field?
Barclays. I took a job. I was working at 2 Michelin Star restaurants, and I left. Not for no reason. Just went to work for Barclays. I went to work for the Olympics.
Okay.
And the chef at the Olympics thought I was a great fit for the executive suite at Barclays. Brought me over there. Worked normal executive size suite stuff. Worked a locker room, and got a call one day from Torian Prince's manager, who was on the Nets, and
he played for the Lakers now.
Yes.
Okay.
And his family's really dope. And he asked me to be his private chef, so I did that all through pandemic. Year 2 prior in the pandemic, Karis LeVert called me. He was also working for the Nets, and so I was working between. I worked for Karis and then Torian.
Right.
Karis is super dope. So then pandemic happened. Torian went home. Karis went home. Got a call from Tyler Perry Studios. hey, chef, can you come down and assist me with working at TPS? So I went down there for about 30 something days
Mm-hmm.
and worked the sets with Lance Gross and Tamala Mann and her husband and Alan Payne.
Alan Payne,
Yeah, that was super dope. Like I got to meet some really
G
dope,
Money.
dope people. Yeah. So I worked the set. We did the food truck joint. No, that I think I worked 16-hour days, 6 days a week. It was gruesome.
Just all you doing
I
is
locked myself
preparing
in a room
food.
one day,
Just all you doing is just cooking food.
cooking food, breakfast, lunch, dinner, with 6 other chefs.
And with the 6 other chefs, they like your food the best.
No. We was a collective. We was a collective. We had a menu. We worked with collect caterers, and she's based out of Georgia. We was a collective. But I locked myself in a room one day and I refused to come out. That's how tired I was. Like my body had all said, nah, I'm done. And then chefs come knocking on the door, Chef, you gotta come out. We need you. And I said, no, we gotta do some revisions. Like I don't like the way the system is working. So I
Right.
wrote down my demands and commands. I got a call back like 15 minutes later. It's like, all right, we'll meet you at your demands. And I said, I want to change this whole system around. I want this person on this person on that. I want this person with me as an executive chef.
Right.
And then things just started flowing smooth.
And this is coming back from you not knowing where you gonna be after you lost your job.
Nah, I didn't even know I was gonna be a chef. Who wakes up and goes, I'm gonna be an entrepreneur that don't know nothing about
But you
entrepreneurship?
always was.
I was a worker. I was always
cook.
cooking, but I didn't know cooking was a thing. I didn't know catering was a thing. I didn't know being a businesswoman was a thing. I didn't know LLC, a S corp was a thing. I didn't know running a business could be attainable. I didn't know what running a business was. For me, running a business was the people that I worked for that ran businesses.
Right.
It wasn't a person like me had any knowledge of what that even meant or how to start it.
Mm-hmm.
So I literally went to a course that taught me what that meant. I had no prior knowledge of anything but go to work, go to school, graduate, get a job, figure it out.
Sometimes when I hear your story, I'm like, damn. And I'm thinking of so many people who, where you start off, you never end there.
That part.
So it's like sometimes God give you setbacks because he prepared you for that major comeback, and you were absolute testimony of that.
I
You know what I'm
appreciate
saying?
that.
I respect your strength. That's why I asked you to come on the show. You ain't even have to say, yo, Flo, yo, what's up? Yo, let me get on that couch. I was
like
gonna
this
do
couch.
that anyway.
You're
You know what I'm
comfy. It's a
saying?
big comfy couch.
I was gonna definitely do that anyway because your
Thank you.
story need to be heard, and you do a great job at what you do.
Thank you. It took a lot of work, and I tell people all the time, they're like, oh, how did you get from like struggle plates to, they call it the foo-foo plates, because I'm like, I still cook everything.
What's the struggle plate? Peanut butter and jelly?
Yeah, I guess like, I don't know. I guess it's where I first started, where, the plates weren't as visually appealing.
Oh, like the
presentation, not the taste, but the presentation, to now where I'm at with, and then as far as I came with business in general. And I tell people all the time, like 90% of how far I came from me reaching out to other people that I looked up to and said, can I work for you for free for knowledge?
Mhm.
Any chef or business person that I've ever worked for can tell you, Catore don't want money. She want knowledge. She want to learn, and she want to be in a room that she can meet people in. Keep your money, because knowledge is so much more powerful than a dollar.
So you following others? What's the other chefs that you following on social media?
Oh, that I love?
Yeah.
Rashid Phillips. He was the runner-up for the barbecue show on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big griller, and I love open flames, open barbecue. That's my thing. That's my love. Chef Trejay, I love her. She's based in Atlanta. Chef Nell, that's a Bow Wow chef. I love her. Let's see, Chef Al Thomas. Oh, he works for like the hotel chains. He taught me presentation. He taught me plating. He took me under his wing. He actually chipped my wing at one time because I wouldn't listen to him.
Okay.
And then he brought me back on where he learned that, I knew.
So give us an example of a struggle plate and a bougie plate.
Okay, so a struggle plate would probably be like a T-bone steak, some frozen spinach, some canned corn.
Mm-hmm. Oh nah, hell.
You understand? Like, but the flavor is on point.
Right.
But that's what I grew up on.
Right.
You understand? I didn't I went.
Wait, I'm bugging.
Now, let me give you an example. When I worked for Torian Prince, right? He likes filet mignon. That's his favorite cut of steak. I didn't know what a filet mignon was. I had to Google filet mignon. I had to Google how to base. I had to Google perfect temperatures. Right. I messed up a lot of filet mignons.
So when he first ate, so that's the
first steak I think I gave Torian probably.
He was like, what the
it probably was like, I don't know. But he checked me though. He told me, said, Chef, this ain't it. My favorite steak is filet mignon. What is this? When I made him Philly cheesesteak, I'm come from the hood. Yeah. So I bought Philly cheesesteak in the box.
What the fucking steakums?
Yes, I bought steakums. I didn't know. Go buy a New York strip, cut it up.
Yeah.
I was still learning. I was fresh out of culinary school. I only knew what I knew, and I was learning as I went. But working for him taught me so much about the variance of food. Then when I realized that I wanted to make him and his family happy, I started to work for other chefs and say, hey, teach me because I don't want to fail.
Okay.
So that's how that ended up happening.
When you spent the block and finally made him.
Yeah, no, then I was good. I got better. I mean, I came back to him one day and I was like, I got better, didn't I? He was like, yeah, you Gucci. Like, but it was that approval I needed to say, I want you to see that I really have been paying attention and trying my best to be better.
Do you also cook for vegans?
Yes.
Okay.
Less, I do. I remember the time Papoose was vegan. So he loves vegan food. I have a video with him busting it down at a podcast. Oh, not a podcast, at an event that we was doing, shooting live. Anybody that's vegan, I cook. I have a whole vegan menu.
Hov is vegan too, right?
Huh?
Jay-Z?
I never cook.
She's like, I got an NDA. Never play.
Oh, that part.
Yo, you stupid.
Nah, yeah, that's a whole NDA, that one right there.
Nah, but
that's a lifetime NDA.
Since you came, you overcame cancer, I figure like other people, they how they say,
I like how you tried that though. That was cute. You really tried that though. That was funny. I like.
Look, like I'm saying, like
that was good.
I was saying that you throwing me off. I said that because you overcame cancer, and I know people like the holistic people. Maybe they want to eat, but they don't want to eat no meat. They want to eat good, healthy stuff. Do you have recipes for them?
Yes, I have recipes for them. Those will actually be uploaded. I just started a YouTube channel last week, so those will be probably the first 2 that will be uploaded on my top 2 vegan dishes that I make, and my vegan salad that I make that seems to be a hit with everybody. Those will be uploaded within the next week and a half or so.
Mm-hmm.
So vegan food in general is a very integral part of our community days. Another thing is when I do like on set gigs for movie sets or podcast sets or anything like that, all of my products are vegan based products because, and I always do a video, and in the video you see me letting everybody know what everything is. And a lot of people say a lot of chefs don't do that. They don't run the whole menu down to you and the ingredients. And I tell everybody, you're not eating from me until everybody's in front of me and we run through what this menu is in case all of y'all have allergies.
Allergies, right.
I need to make sure nobody's gonna I'm not liable for anything. So, but all my products are vegan based. My butters are vegan based, my oils are vegan based, because I don't want nobody to feel like they can't eat something because something is in it.
Or they don't know what they're eating.
So unless it's like a land or a sea animal, everything else is open for everybody to eat.
Right.
I want everybody to be able to taste everything. So I spend the extra money to go the extra mile so that everybody could taste it and nobody's subjected from that.
So what would you do for me, a person that don't eat pork?
You don't eat nothing.
Shellfish.
You eat nothing. Nothing. You gonna get mashed potato.
See?
You simple. You simple. You simple. But you do eat fish. So I
Yeah.
guess for you, I probably do maybe like a Chilean sea bass or a stuffed trout. Braise it, broil it, throw a parsnip, tricolor puree, mash on there, um, maybe some haricots,
Whatever that is.
see, it's fancy string beans, or see fufu, or broccolini or
The
something
real
like
string
that.
beans is the shit too. Not the Kansas, the real string beans
Upgrade to
is fire.
haricots. Upgrade to haricots.
Upgrade the what?
Haricots.
Haricots.
Way better.
You get them shits from
Whole
ShopRite?
Foods.
Whole
ShopRite
Foods?
might have them
Oh,
in a bag. You can steam it. Easy for you.
all right. What's your
Oh, and you got to get my seasoning and my butter line too.
Oh,
I
let's
got
talk
a
about
garlic
that.
butter line
Let's
and a
talk about
seasoning
that.
line.
You don't
Yeah.
got your own grill yet?
Oh, I should,
Own
right?
knives?
I
Yeah, you gotta get your
no.
own grill.
I
Since
should.
you
I
love the
should get
fire
my
and the
own
charcoal,
grill.
get your own grill.
In-house grill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that. Thank you for that idea. Don't want a knife set. Too many chefs got
Yeah.
knife sets. I
That's the
pass
shit that
on
Snoop do. When he said, "Yo, I ain't doing no more smoke," he was talking about a grill.
I would do a line of cigars though, and figure that one out. Figure out figure out how that would formulate into what I do.
But that's just an off-brand.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. But
So
I'll give you and all my seasonings and my butters are vegan as well.
that's dope. You got the garlic butter.
Yep, vegan.
What's the other
Seasoning line.
seasoning you got?
I have seasonings called Pat That Poultry, Thick Red Meat, Seafood Slay,
And where can they get the seasoning at?
www.tasteofcatore.com, www.tasteofcatore.com.
So it's never about the. It's all cooking is all
Well,
about
click
the
the link in my
seasonings, right?
bio. There you go.
Cooking is all about the seasonings.
It is.
So anybody could cook long as they got the seasoning.
I think I beg to differ. I think
Long as you season it right.
it's where you source your food from too.
What you mean by?
Like, where do you like meats? Like, if your meats is
Now we ain't.
if your fish is, like you can't just go and buy. Like, I use 13, 15 salmon, and that's a thick grade of salmon. But if you get a little slim piece of salmon, you're not gonna get the same
Taste.
Yeah, like it's about where you source your seafood from, where you source your meat from, where you farmers market, where you source your vegetables from, where you source your fruits from, where you source your uh your root vegetables from. Like, it's about the source of food. Seasoning is primary because you can blanch food with salt and white pepper, and it could be tasty because of where you source your food from.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need a bunch of seasonings to make your food great. You need great food from.
They're gonna love this show. They're gonna love this show. We talking about grub.
Yeah, seasoning is an additive, but ain't no.
So
what if you don't got
what makes good food if it ain't seasoning?
the love put into it from who it's made from and where it's sourced from? And if you know what the heck you're doing,
You got to know what you're doing.
you don't know what you're doing.
So what's your
just call me.
What's your least favorite dish that you hate making? That you like, when you
Desserts.
make it, you like, what the fuck?
I hate dirt. I hate when people ask me to bake.
So you're not a good baker,
I'm a great baker.
but you just hate
I
baking.
hate baking.
Okay, why?
Bacon is a very time efficient thing. Like, if your cake drops, sinks, you know how much product and money you got to put back into redoing that? It's heartbreaking. Like, I would rather ruin a steak.
What is sink of cake?
Temperature in the
Too hot?
oven, your oven not being, you don't have proper if your oven isn't balanced properly.
Like it gets too hot.
If it gets too hot, if it's not too cold,
Mhm.
you have to make sure that your oven is at temperature where it's supposed to be. If you remember, Grandma used to say back in the day, don't jump in the kitchen because you're gonna drop the cake. You got to make
Hell
sure ain't
no.
no movement in the kitchen.
I
You
never heard
understand?
that before.
Oh, my grandma would say all the time, get out the kitchen when I'm baking. Or she used to say, don't jump, don't slam nothing, because the cake gonna drop.
Damn.
Yeah, so you got to watch everything you do. And
Damn.
or you just don't put the right ingredients in: flour, the sugar, the water, the whatever. Yeah, I ain't a baker. I leave the bacon to the cake king. That's who I love.
What's your favorite dish to bake? To make?
To make. Right now, I have health wise, I have a kale salad, a roasted kale salad with roasted sun dried tomatoes, sweet potatoes, an onion Vidalia dressing that I toss. That goes crazy. Everybody loves that. That's my favorite thing to make. It's my most healthiest thing to make. Um, what's crazy is you mean for make for me or for clients?
We gonna go for clients.
For
Then we'll go for
okay.
yourself.
Clients. Everybody seems to be on a very heavy lobster tail and lamb chop kick right now.
Yeah, the lamb chops is in right now.
Yeah, so I do this orange ginger glazed lamb chops. That goes crazy. I do French Montana. He always orders lobster from me, like crazy. And I had this special seasoning that I do for him. And it's always make sure that seasoning is on that lobster.
Mhm.
And sear it just the way you always sear it. So, and I do the garlic butter that I
Okay.
use, and I glaze it with the garlic butter. He's big on sauces. He loves sauces, 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 sauces. So, just making sure you have your sauces in there.
Sausage.
Sauces,
Oh, did you say
SAUCES, sauces,
okay?
the sauce. Um, so lobster, lamb chops, hibachi rice. I
Mm.
love a hibachi. I love a dope hibachi spread. Something that's really big that's in are charcuterie tables, charcuterie spreads. The cheese, the meats, the vegetables,
Mhm.
the crackers, the
Oh, you talking
raw
about
the
that?
raw veggies.
Mhm.
That whole
Yeah,
beautiful
yeah, that's
spread.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's high on the totem pole for doing right now for me. Super
you
high.
love doing that.
I love doing grazing boards.
That's like the cold cut meat and stuff.
Yeah.
What if you don't eat cold cuts? I don't eat cold cuts.
You put it well, I separate mine so that everybody can enjoy. So I'll separate the meats from the fruits, from the nuts, because people have nut allergies.
Mhm.
And I'll mix the different, sauces or jams. But I usually separate everything because people don't eat pork, keep
Right.
it that way.
People don't eat
Yeah.
beef. Keep
Yeah.
that way.
So I try to be very cautious of not putting everything together.
So how was it like your relationships things going? Like far as you cook so good, is it like intimidating for a man to
No, because I'm a simple eater. So I tell a guy,
because I know you don't cook on your house. I know you
I
so
do.
tired of
I
cooking.
do.
You don't
No, I can cook all day long. I'm never tired of cooking. I
oh yeah.
think I have joy if I'm in a relationship, cooking in my relationship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I'll wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning if you want food and I'll cook.
For your man?
Yeah,
So
most
your man be
definitely.
like, yo,
Yep,
starving right
yep.
now.
I'll jump up and cook. Yep, without a question. Who else gonna feed him? Want somebody else to come in and feed him?
I love that. I love that for you.
No.
I
So
love
I'm
that.
cooking. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna cook. But I love cooking. It's therapeutic.
It makes
It's a peace of mind. I do it effortlessly.
I think you like the joy that people get
Mm-hmm.
when you see their face and you see that they satisfy,
That makes me very happy.
it makes you happy.
Yeah, and then I get to learn something new every time I do something.
What you mean by that?
Like if you want something simple is like make me a sandwich, like a chicken sandwich or something. Like it's a new way to fry a chicken sandwich, a new way to grill a sandwich. I learn new scores, how to
Mhm.
score it, how to grill it. So every day I'm learning a new technique.
That's dope. So you never told me your all right, let's talk about your clients for a minute.
Okay.
Do you have clients that you don't like? Like, oh, they are so annoying. Like they
Yeah,
acting
of course.
well,
But I have this thing with me, right? And it's like I always say this to everybody: you have 1,000 quadrillion people in the world.
mhm,
That means 1,000 and quadrillion different personalities. Thankfully, I come from a social work background
right.
where I had to deal with. I think social work actually prepared me for this
The mental part
because
of
I
it.
had to deal with all the families, all the children, all the different staff and people I work. So I came from a place where I had 1,000 personalities, a
Mhm,
1,000 conditions, 1,000 mental health issues, 1,000 emotional disturbances. So I was prepared to deal with the offset in this business.
mhm,
So now it's just like, okay. And the thing is, people are not supposed to know how to do what you do. I don't know how to podcast. You understand?
right.
It's not my job to tell you h- how much you're charging or how much you're
Mhm,
supposed to be online, or that's not my position.
right.
So it's not their job to know how I run my business because every chef don't run their business the same way. Every chef's prices isn't the same. Every chef's food sourcing and isn't the same. Every chef's travel expenses aren't the same. So it's not my job to expect my client to know my part. So how can I get mad at you for something that somebody else may have given you a number for, and that's what you're going for? It's my job to either educate you and say, look, this is why my breakdown is my breakdown, or for me to say this is not the client for me because I just don't want the stress of where I see this is going.
Right.
I keep it real simple. I used to stress myself out all the time. All the time at high stress levels. I just woke up one morning, I was like, either I'm gonna feel the energy of the client and like it, or I'm gonna be like, this isn't for me, and I'm gonna refer you to another chef who I think is better suited for you.
What if it's a client that you really looked up to and you like, wow, I'm fiending, it's my dream to work for them, and then soon as you try to work for them, they fucking assholes. It's
I'm
like,
out.
oh, shit.
I'm out. Like
I
I've
know you dealt with that.
Oh yeah, I have conversations with artists and managers, and I've blatantly said this doesn't suit me. Literally, I can show you the message later on, where it literally says this does not fit my overall goal.
So what was that? Like what they wanted?
They wanted me at their disposal for close to nothing in financial gain, damn near nothing in exposure. So the things that if you want me to cut my price, I need shout outs. I need you to repost me. I need you to help me get business through your sources. If you're not willing to do that, this is my price.
Right.
Period. But then you'll go somewhere else and you'll realize, oh wow, I'm not getting what Catore's giving me. You come back. Now you want to pay my number. But by then I'm like, I don't want to do it no more.
I don't want to do it no more.
Because you simply could have met me where I was at, and this could have been a lovely, business arrangement.
I get that too. You got certain people that come on the couch, they're reposted in a story, but won't
tag you.
That's tag it or put the link in their bio for a week. This is your interview. I'm interviewing you for you. Put the link in your bio. Let that rock out for a week.
It ain't gonna hurt you.
It ain't gonna hurt you.
It's not gonna hurt you. It's not. I've had an artist, Rayon Lawrence, BMF K9. He said, it don't hurt me to repost somebody. I'm on my phone all day. Like, it don't hurt me. Whenever I cook for him, he reposts the food. You understand? It don't hurt me to just click add story and keep it pushing.
What you think? Why you think they do stuff like that? Like, what's going on?
It's a dollar thing. You got certain artists that get paid $100K just to do a post. You got other people that get paid $1 million, close to $1 million, 5,000, 750 to just repost somebody. So if you're looking at people that will pay you just to put their stuff up,
right. They're not looking at the regular
I'd rather
people.
just pay you your amount or get a free chef,
right,
who's gonna do it because they're gonna post it on their story and say,
right.
I'm sorry, like, I'm not to be funny, but I done got too far in this game for that.
So when you cooking, who you listening to? What's the music that's playing?
Dave Hollister, Tank, definitely Robert Glasper. I rock out to Robert Glasper a lot. Damien Escobar, he's a violinist. That's my thing.
So you just listening to the instruments. Yeah. So you fucking with that Andre 3000?
Yeah, I heard one track.
Yo,
I heard one track. I heard one track. And it was like
shout
melodic.
Out to Andre 3000.
It was melodic. Yeah, call me if you need some food.
He said, but it was fuck melodic. Y'all niggas, y'all don't deserve words.
I ain't mad at it though.
Andre 3000 is wild.
Whoever did his beats, if the beat, I haven't heard it.
Yo, every time I try to listen to it, I go to sleep. I don't know if that's supposed to happen.
I saw a reel. And the girl was really dancing to his reel, and she was making it look very engaging to listen to the album.
Wolf, you heard it? Yeah. You like it?
It's subjective.
Gotta live with it. Yo, gotta live with it. Nobody want to violate 3000, yo.
Nah, he a goat.
He is a goat. I fuck with Andre, but I was like, I tried to listen to it. I swear to you. Every time I listen to it, I go to sleep. And the shit is like 10 minutes long.
Oh, wait. So, Ernest Poe, Rain on Me. That's my go-to song for, like, before I come here, before I go to a client's house,
You listening to
before
that? It
Ernest
preps
will
you.
rain on me. 20,000, like repeat, like 10 times. 10 times, 20 times. Like you'll catch it in my stories, me singing to it. Like that's my peace of mind song.
Are you a fan of not cooking angry?
No, no.
Like meaning
I know,
like
I get it.
yeah.
No.
Like I don't
mean, I
want
don't
no
care.
one.
I'll cook angry. I won't.
But
I
it ain't
won't.
going.
I won't cook. I'll cook when I'm mad at someone. Like
I don't.
boom.
I don't
If
want
I'm
that.
mad, if I'm mad at my man, I'm still gonna cook.
But
I gotta
I
eat.
might not want
But
it.
if I'm
I might
mad at
not
a
want it.
client, I can't cook.
That's what's the difference?
My man, I gotta cook for him. Like it's just I gotta do it because I have to. Like it's just how I was raised. Like my grandmother was mad at my grandfather, but she still cooked. So it's systematic. Like that's how I was raised in my household to see that. Like you don't let your man go without food. I guess it's just indebted in me not to.
Not.
But a
You
client,
old school.
if my energy, you done throw my energy off. This is a transactional situation. It's not emotional. It's personal.
Right.
I'm a business. I can choose to not deal. However, you decide to move after that, if you don't understand my reasoning, we can talk about it or not.
Right. So it's kind of weird that that you'll go out and step out and go somewhere else and eat. I know you're a big critic of everybody's food.
No,
I know.
some people.
I know it's hard to please you in these spots. Yo, what's this?
No,
You're not supposed
I
to be
don't.
getting me like that.
I don't do that. I don't do that. Because I know how hard it is to not be perfect. And I know behind that line, it ain't just the chef. It's everybody else that's cooking. So it's not always on the chef. Things can go wrong.
But the chef don't cook. The chef just do the chef
does cook.
The chef cook? I thought the chef just tells the menu.
I see chefs in that kitchen going just as equal with the sous chefs and the prep
sous
chefs and
yeah.
the garde manger. I see them going just as hard.
I worked in the kitchen one time in my life for 4 months. I couldn't take it.
It's fast paced.
It's brutal.
It's brutal. I work for Danielle.
It's brutal.
Danielle Boulard in the Mercer Kitchen, 2 Michelin Star restaurants, and that was a test in itself because they expect you to come in and know what they know, and they it's like the battle of the fittest. I left.
There's a lot of.
I didn't leave Mercer. I left Danielle.
There's a lot of competition there because some of the what you call them,
they beast.
not the sous chef, the people that's on the line preparing it. What you call them?
They beast. People come out of CIA.
They
sous chefs.
Yeah, they want to take your spot.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't want to talk about.
Yeah.
I seen it happen.
Yeah. But you know what it is? I'm not even gonna lie. It's not about spots. It's an addiction. This life is an addictive life. Like food, the passion in it, the things we put to execute it, the time, the hours, the sourcing, the relentlessness, like the resiliency, the tasting, the not wanting to mess. Like it's we breathe it. You understand? Like I sleep what I do. I breathe what I do.
So
I don't just do this for $1. Like I breathe
this is what you do, right?
And everybody who knows me know this is what I do.
So are you eventually going to branch off and have your own crew?
I have a crew.
Right.
Yeah, I have staff.
Yeah, your staff and this is the menu for this.
Got 4 girls and 1 guy.
This is how Torian Prince.
No, I don't work with him.
No, I'm just saying. For example, this is how he likes his filet mignon. This is the
So I'm
this
still
is how you season this. This is how you see. You gave them the menu.
I give them. See, my seasonings are already done and they're already labeled. So this is for poultry. This is for seafood. This is for red meat. This is for vegetables. So they already get it already done.
Okay.
They just have to know how to portion it. But I'm one of them black chefs that's like seasoning you don't have to measure. But then when you're doing YouTube, I give you the measurements.
Yeah.
But it depends on the client. Some clients they want heavy-handed food. Some want light food.
Right.
So you just have to
blend. Some want to taste it. Some don't want to taste
it. Some clients they want poached salmon and a dill creme. Some clients want fried salmon and heavy on the seasoning. So you just got to know what clients you're dealing with and how to base it accordingly.
What's more? What is that bloody steak more healthier than a well cooked, well
Yep,
done steak?
for sure.
Why?
Why would you eat a well done steak?
Why that
Why?
bloody shit?
Why?
Well, I don't eat steak, but when I did, I wanted mine well done.
I think this podcast needs to be over. I
Seriously,
don't think I would have.
well done steak.
You don't do that no more, right?
No, I don't eat beef no
Oh,
more.
okay, good. So I ain't gotta worry about you eating a well done steak at my table.
Hold on, so your man gotta eat a steak that's
I'm
bloody?
not dating no man who don't eat a steak at least at a medium temperature.
What's the medium temperature?
I got it.
It gotta be like
it's red in the
red in
inside.
the middle.
Uh-huh.
Why?
It's the healthiest way to eat the steak. Why are you gonna eat a steak? Why are you gonna kill a whole animal that's already dead? You gonna re-kill it?
Oh my God. Yeah, this podcast.
It's about texture. So the juiciness of the steak.
Right.
The more you cook it, the less flavorful it is.
And you trying to say it's more rough? Like
It's very gamey. Once the more you cook it down to, you're killing everything again.
damn.
No, you should medium to medium rare. Like if you're gonna go backwards, or medium rare to medium. I'm not dating no man who's gonna eat a steak medium well. Like that's not gonna work.
Y'all heard it first from Chef Couture.
Not happening.
Y'all better not. Don't order the steak.
And if you can't play spades, like it's just not gonna work.
Damn. I don't know how to play spades, yo.
That's why we ain't work.
Yo, I can't play spades, yo.
That's why we
They
ain't
asked me
gonna
that shit
work.
the other night on Thanksgiving. They're like, play spades. I was like, I don't play that shit. I don't play spades. Pity pat. What you call it? Pinochle. All them other games, card games. I don't know how to play spades.
Play dice?
Of course.
Then you good.
4 or 5. Of course. Of course.
For sake, you good.
But I don't like gambling.
Oh.
I don't gamble.
And you can't play spades and date me. If you don't play spades, you can't date me. Like I have non-negotiables, and that's one of them. That's a hard non-negotiable.
The steak thing?
Anybody who smokes cigarettes won't date you. Anybody who doesn't play spades, I will not date you.
Damn, so you gotta have a spades partner when you're going out.
My husband gotta know when it's time to sit at that table when we 60 years old. He gotta be my spades partner.
I'm saying I'm not mad at that. But that steak thing, we can argue about that.
We can argue about that all day.
Damn.
You're not gonna win.
So what's
you do what you do and I do what I do, and I know what's best for food.
Shit. So you mind naming some of the people you cook for?
French Montana. That's everybody know that one. Neo.
What was Neo dish?
Neo like a lot of like Asian etiquette food.
Oh, okay.
But Neo is food. So, as long as it's good, it's
Noodles.
healthy. Yeah, rices and like vegetable spring roll type of things. And,
I like those.
Yeah, he likes stuff like that. He likes fun, good food.
Finger food.
Yeah, but he eats. Let's see, who else? Jesus Christ.
Tyler
I gave
Perry.
you the whole Tyler Perry
Perry
rundown with them. My repertoire is so crazy. Jesus, can I go through my phone?
No.
I don't know. I just cook for so many people.
What did Bus?
I never cook for Buster. I'm not his chef.
Oh, okay.
Buster has 2 chefs. I'm not his chef. That's the homie. That's my cigar concierge.
I got you. Yeah. I got you. So what you got going on now? What's next for you?
I'm gonna be a nomad for a little while. So I'm going to Germany.
Mm-hmm.
I do work for the military. I do a lot of stuff for the military division, the army.
What you do?
I work with the culinary department.
Oh, you cook for them?
No, I go in and we rearrange the format of the kitchen,
the mess hall,
the recipes, the culinary segments. We do the annual chef cook-off. So I'll go to Fort Braggs or Mississippi or upstate, and I'll run them through the process of the competition, and we'll do the menu formatting and things like that.
Army food is good. I thought that shit was
Yeah, no, it's
nasty.
slamming. No, we do. I do the Valentine's Day events for like 800 soldiers. Yeah,
What?
it's lit.
That's dope.
Um, so I work very, 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 closely with them. Uh, shout out Swain. Shout out Sergeant Major Welker. Definitely. So yeah. Next thing for me. Well, I'm heavy in Atlanta. I love Georgia. So basically, just figuring out my space out there,
Mhm.
my circle out there. I definitely want to get back into the private chef life. I've kind of maneuvered around a lot in
Right.
different rooms. So I'm ready to go back into the private chef life. And while I'm doing that, I want to open up maybe like a speakeasy in the event space. I was talking to a few managers about signing on for that, which they've all agreed to.
Mhm.
And we're gonna open up like not an event space, but it's more like a space where it'll have an open chef's kitchen,
Mhm.
and we'll have courses there. But we'll also have entertainment nights where we'll have like a 6 dining course experience, and we'll have an artist come, a poet,
While you
R&B
teaching them how to
artist.
cook and stuff
No,
like
no,
that.
while we're having the courses. It'll be a full course menu that you have to pay for, and it'll have 6 courses. And as the cooking are going on, we'll also have live entertainment in
That's
the
dope.
interims.
That's dope.
But we'll also have other classes there. It'll be a nonprofit company, so we'll definitely have or nonprofit organization. So we'll have youth courses. We'll have independent living skills courses. I do something called Cook for Bay. So basically, you learn how to cook for your man, so you don't lose your man. And then mothers who don't know how to cook for their children, so cooking for Bay, so you learn how to cook for your child.
Those are books.
No, those are things that I do now.
Yeah, but where can we find this at? How do we know that you're doing this?
You have to go on my Instagram and click in the link in my bio.
Okay.
And then you
No,
wait for the
they
course.
they
Oh,
they, they
I'm
gonna.
sorry.
No, I
And then
mean
and
it's
then
for
on
them.
social media at Chef Couture, ChefCatore. I always post when the course is happening, when the dinner is happening, when the pop-up is happening, when the next set of garlic butters or seasonings are dropping. If I'm somewhere
You
where
got
you
makeup
can
on?
be. Nah, man, what you talking
You
about?
got good
So my
skin.
friend wiped my eyebrows off yesterday.
You wiped your eyebrows off, bro? Yeah. Wow. Well, you did like
So
this
I had
the
to
whole.
get up this morning and do my makeup all over
So that's a
again.
fake eyebrow?
No, actually, these are microblade.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had them tattooed on.
Yeah. So
But then I
it
put,
always look good
but
like
then
that.
but then I lined
But your
them.
cheeks and stuff like that, that's makeup?
Yep. I have a dope makeup artist. Her name is Abby's Dollhouse.
Oh, it looks good.
Yeah, she did.
It looks your skin is shining.
Thank you.
Did a
But
good
I'm
thing.
naturally
That's what I'm saying.
on point, even though some other people don't think I have eyebrows and they like to wipe them. What
Yo,
did you just say?
this dude's crazy. Yo,
What he just said?
yo.
Say it again.
So a day in the life of Couture,
Yeah.
real quick before we end it, right? You basically you do your job with the army.
No, that's like twice a year.
Okay, so what do you do?
A day in the life?
Do you wait for that phone call, or do you get different phone calls in advance? Or as soon as they call you, you want to go. Like, how did that
Sometimes.
go?
So, day in the life of me, I wake up, pray, pray a few times before I start my day. Go through my emails. Usually, I'm at the point now where I could choose to be booked or not.
Right.
So, if I'm booked, prep starts days before. So it's situating staff, calling staff, checking on staff, making sure the venue is set up, doing venue walkthroughs, reaching out to my client. I'm big on checking in on my clients. Like, I'm not the one that's going to take your money, take your deposit, and I don't speak to you until the day of the event.
Right.
My clients know I check on them every other day. How you doing? Just checking in with you, because anything can happen.
Relationship shit.
I'm big on relationship building.
Mhm.
I'll check in on clients. I'll check in on industry stuff. I'll check in with people just for mental health checks. That's like how I start my day.
Okay.
Then it's checking in on my shopping, my food sourcing, who's delivering. I'm checking my invoices, sending out contracts, updating my contracts. Other chefs will call me. I do mentoring, and I do business counseling as well. So I'll check and see if anybody's scheduled a consultation session. check on my seasoning and sauce line, make sure those orders and deliveries go out, and then I leave the house.
Okay.
And then I'll go shopping or go see my grandmother. Then if I have a client that day,
Mhm.
I'll go to their house. Either I've had to prep in advance or I'll get this food and I'll
Right.
prep there. But every day is different because
So you're not
sometimes it's a
booked right
private
now
client.
because you don't want to be booked.
No, I actually took today off
Off.
because I owed you today.
Thank you. So tomorrow. you'll be-
Tomorrow is a Friendsgiving.
Right.
So I'll
be
be
booked
at a
again.
Friendsgiving tomorrow. No.
Oh, you going as a
But I'm
okay.
gonna bring food.
All right.
But it's a Friendsgiving. And then the rest of the week I'm booked every single day. Between a couple of outsourced companies that outsource me, like corporate. Then I have 2 private gigs, and then I have a pickup, and then I'm off to Germany
And you're gonna be in Germany for
about 2 weeks.
about 2 weeks. So you ever thought about going back to like the foster care and cooking for them and
I do
doing
that.
things like
I do
you do that
independent
now?
living skills course at the group homes.
Okay.
Yes. And then
They
I donate a lot of my time, like Friday. You ever heard of Corey K?
yeah, I heard of Corey
So
King.
Corey K is doing a give back every Friday donation. So I'm actually doing the Friday food this Friday coming up.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
So I try to at least once a month do a donation or give back to either a community effort, a political effort,
Mhm.
or just maybe a client who I know is going through something, and I'll drop off trays of food, like, here, hold that.
All right, before we wrap it up, since the show is about motivation, I want to ask you one question. The question is, if you could speak to the younger you, what would you tell yourself?
Oh God, the younger me.
For
As
all the
crazy
people that's
as
watching.
crazy as this probably sounds, I would probably tell the younger me, don't be mad at things that are out of your control.
Mhm.
If I could talk to the younger me, I wouldn't have been so angry growing up at things that were not my fault. That was everybody else's fault around me, because that seriously carries over to trauma as an adult.
Mhm.
So I would definitely tell the younger me that you can't control things that are beyond your reach,
Mhm.
and just let it go. Just let it go and just live. Because I tell people, one thing I say on my social media when I do my lives is, you're not promised the next hour, let alone tomorrow. So all of y'all waking up talking about some, oh, can't wait to do my New Year's resolution, and oh my God, I'm gonna wait till next year. You're not even promised the next
Yeah.
hour. So why are you mad at somebody, or why are you letting things get to you, or why are you letting your stress levels go up? We
Right.
black. The heart rate,
Yeah.
and it will drop, and you will have a heart attack
Quick.
or high.
Quick.
You understand? So I would definitely tell younger me, don't let things that are out of your control get to you.
That's a good message to leave the world with. Um, let the world know where to get your seasonings again, where to find you, and when the next event that they could actually come and take some of your food.
So hi everybody. Once again, I am Chef Catore, Catore. You can find me on all social media platforms: Instagram, Threads, Facebook, whatever. At ChefCatore. The links in my bio will lead you to everything media, everything shopping, everything products, everything podcast.
Talk about it.
So anything you want is in my link tree or is in the bios on any of my social media sites. Or you can go to my website, www.tasteofcatore.com. And I thank you for having me.
And
This
I
was a
appreciate you for
pleasure.
coming. Thank
I
you.
enjoyed this.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Definitely.
And y'all already know what it is, man. We out of here. Brooklyn.